Hey everyone, and welcome to Chef AJ Live. I'm your host, Chef AJ, and this is where I introduce you to amazing people like you who are doing great things in the world that I think you should know about. Well, we're coming into the home stretch. There's less than 12 hours left to get the ultimate vegan health and weight loss bundle, and then it's gone forever, where you can get almost $6,500 worth of exclusive new content from your favorite plant-based doctors, bloggers, chefs, athletes, vendors, and more for a incredible low price of $49. This is not a joke. It averages about 40 cents per ebook course or video program. And I have one of the contributors and actually the creator of the bundle today. We're ending my bundle week with her. Well, actually, we're going to do something at 7, but it's just more of a pajama party to thank all the contributors. You're welcome to join. Got to wear your pajamas. Her name is Lissa. She's from Raw Food Romance, and she's going to make a creamy apple raisin salad and a bonus recipe. So please welcome Lissa. I don't know how you're so chipper. You must not tire, you young person, you.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I get energy from creating so much, but I hear you. I'm tired. I need a break. Tomorrow's going to be basically like a day just laying on the couch.
Oh my God, I have 3 shows tomorrow, my regular job. Oh, I'm so tired. But
Oh my
anyway,
God.
I guess I'll rest when I'm dead. Hi, Diana. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's tonight at 7. All right, creamy. I love anything creamy. And we get creaminess how? Because in the normal cooked vegan world, we get creaminess from cashews, tofu, beans, potato. How do you get your creamy?
We also do things with like zucchini or thawed cauliflower. Thawed cauliflower. I've seen some of your videos with doing that for sauces, like the cheese sauce. It is so good to use that. But today we're going to be using a mix of some stuff. We're going to be using a little bit of tahini, some hemp seeds, and 1 Brazil nut for selenium, because that's one of those things that people tend to not get enough of on a raw diet. So making sure that we get our Brazil nut, you don't have to do it every day, but every couple days have a Brazil nut because it gives you your RDA for selenium. So that's a really great thing we're going to be adding to this. And then the fiber, the pectin in the apple is going to make it more creamy, kind of a thicker texture to this recipe. And yeah, that's what we're going to be making today. It's actually going to be our lunch because we haven't had time to make lunch. We've been live. I've been making stories and reels and all kinds of stuff. So it's been a really busy day and we need to eat. So this is going to be our lunch.
Oh, very clever.
And we're also going to be making some fruit roll-ups. So we do these in the dehydrator. We're just going to be blending it. And the reason why I want to do that right now is because they need to be done. And we bought this box of nectarines from the market for 20 bucks. And there was like, I don't even know, it's probably like 60 nectarines in there. And a lot of them were kind of like on their way out today. Like we got up and we came into the kitchen and a lot of them had little spots and we're like, we need to make some fruit roll-ups or do something with the nectarines. So I just chopped them up and I'm like, I'll make it on Chef AJ. Why not, right?
Cool.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, let's get started.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Also, I'm going to post your link throughout the show. It's in the show notes, but I'm going to put it in the chat so they can get the bundle from you. Maybe tell people what you have in the bundle. Probably like 50 items, I'm guessing.
Yeah, actually, I've got 6 things that I've contributed to this bundle, and my husband has his microgreens video course that he added to the bundle too. And I always like to over deliver in everything in my life. So I always like to contribute a lot because I want you guys to have as much as possible to start eating more raw food or whatever it is. So I've got 6 things in this bundle. The first thing is my brand new thing, which I'm super excited to launch in the bundle. It's my 52 to a New You Raw Vegan Transition Guide. So it's a 300-page ebook that I spent so much time working on. I'm really happy with it. It's got 47 recipes, including this one that we're going to be making today. This one is in there as well, but it is a transition guide. So it's a slow step-by-step guide on how to go vegan and then how to go raw and how to change other things in your life or adding other stuff like improving your sleep, improving your hydration levels and exercise and all kinds of stuff. So it's really like an overall new you program, and you just follow it step by step. You can take 1 week, like, because there's 52 steps, so it's supposed to be meant to go over a year. Every Sunday you would read a new step and then implement it into the next week. Or you could do it at your own pace. You could take 2 weeks, you could take a month on one, you could take a day, it really doesn't matter, but it's more of a transition guide to get into it a little bit slower. Then I've got Meal Plan Volume 2, which has 90 raw vegan recipes in it. I've got Food Journaling for Success, which is a proactive food journal. I've got, what else do I, Building a Variety Salads and Epic Dressings. It's like a choose your own adventure style ebook. Checkmate Your Cravings video course. That one is like a video. There's hundreds of pages worth of downloadable PDFs in that course, along with the videos. And then the ebook that we wrote together that we made last year called Make It Raw, where we took some of your recipes and we made them raw. So that one's in there too. And that's one of my favorite ebooks. I really like the recipes in there too. So whew, that was a lot.
Isn't it true that there's almost 2,000 or over 2,000 recipes in the bundle?
Yep. And a lot of them are raw. There's something for everybody in there. There's something for your friends and family. If you still eat cooked food, if you want to eat cooked food, if you want to eat more raw, there's so many recipes in the bundle. So it's definitely worth it. And even if you just bought the bundle for like 1 or 2 or 3 things, like you're still getting it for only $49. And sometimes some of the things, like Dr. Shiraz has his 40-day transformation program, that's $500 if you were to buy it separate. So it's like totally worth it.
Absolutely. You betcha.
So I have a little bit of water in this Vitamix jug, and really the way that we do these, we just kind of wing it. This isn't really like a recipe, but it's kind of meant to help people. If you do have like fruit that you need to use up, you can easily make some fruit roll-ups. And all I did was chop up these nectarines, and I'm going to add them to this blender. Woo. There's a lot, so. Look at all those. Here we go.
Are you using your special vacuum blender?
This is the vacuum blender jug, but I'm not going to turn it on today because it's a little loud when we do it on video. I'm just going to push these down a bit, get the rest in here. There we go. And then I'm going to add some dates. So I don't know, I've got like maybe like 9 dates here. Push those down. And then I really like adding lemon juice to these. So I'm going to juice some lemons. Oops. I've got so much stuff going on my table here. I hope everybody's enjoying the bundle. We put so much into this bundle. We've been planning it for months. There's over 100 people in the bundle, and we cannot wait for you to enjoy it. What are some of your favorite things in the bundle?
Boy, let's see. I am enjoying, a lot of people have been saying this, but Plant-Based Japanese by Chef Julia Dunaway. I thought that was a beautiful book.
I agree.
I really love that. I like Mike the Vegan's Whole Food Plant-Based Cookbook. He had some really fun recipes in there. I will take a look at that yoga certification course for sure. Not right now, but I think that's a really cool thing to have.
I agree. I know. I really love that Angelica was able to get that into this bundle, because that alone is like so much value, especially if somebody is kind of like thinking about being a yoga teacher. They might want to, it's kind of like dipping their toes into the yoga teaching world. But even if you don't want to be a yoga teacher, you can just learn more about yoga and learn how to teach like your family or your friends, or just expand your knowledge on it, because she's very knowledgeable.
Yeah, she's a real true find.
She really is. So there we've got probably like, I don't know, half a cup or so of lemon juice. And then I'm really excited for our March show, because we're going to talk all about our freeze dryer. And we have some freeze-dried strawberries that I'm going to add a few to this just for a little extra tangy flavor.
I love strawberries.
Yes, they smell amazing. It's like candy.
You know, it's funny when they're freeze dried, and I mean this in a good way, they almost have like a sour flavor, but it's in a good way. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, like the candy tarts.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't want people to think like it's spoiled, but when something happens in the freeze drying where it's like one of those like what were they called? Sweet tarts or
Sweet
something
tart.
like that. Sour patch. It's a good sour. Not
Yeah, exactly. It's a good sour. Okay, so I'm gonna blend this really quick. Put this here. I've got my dehydrator trays. So we're quickly going to just pour those on here. So 5 seconds, we'll just blend this. All right. And that's all we do, really. We just pour it onto the trays and then we'll throw it into the dehydrator for like, until it gets fully dry, because it's kind of like pliable because of all the sugars. So we'll just pour some on here. Just like so. We'll probably use 2 trays, I think. Oh, that's good. That's gonna make some good fruit roll-ups.
What do regular fruit roll-ups have in them? Obviously not fruit.
Right. I think it's like, I think some of them might have like gelatin or like some kind of binding agent like that. And obviously processed sugar, and some of them might have like fruit juice concentrate just to give it that flavor, but definitely not like anything you can make at home for sure. And we really like making these and taking them hiking because they're nice to put in like our backpack, and then we just have like a little fruit roll up when we stop and enjoy the nature. So it's a great way to use up any fruit that you really need to use up. So there's one. I'll just put that aside for now, and then we'll do another one. Actually, it might be.
We have a question from Bonnie. Can I get the bundle without having to download anything? I don't see how. I mean, somebody else could do it for you, but how would you get it if you didn't download it? It would just be a link.
Yeah, so you need to download the content. So once you do order the bundle, you get an email sent to your email address with a link. And from that link, if you click it, it takes you to a page where there's like all 120 plus items. And you just sit there and download each one. And it might take a little bit of time, but for 40 cents per download, and you get all of that stuff for 49 bucks, it's so worth it. It really, really is. And it's over in 12 hours, like you won't be able to get it again. So if you did want it, you have 1 year from the date of purchase to download all of the content. So it's really important to make sure you download, but we don't have a way of giving it to you that's not from the link. So you have to do the link. And I've got this third one here. Woohoo!
Apple says she likes Chef James Sam's product in the bundle. And Diana thinks the fruit roll-ups have corn syrup, additives, and preservatives. I haven't made that flavor, but I've done banana, and I think I actually let it go a little long, and it was almost like brittle instead of roll-up, but it was still really good.
Yes, it can get brittle if you have it too thin.
Oh,
Like if you make it more thick, like about 1/4 inch maybe or more, it does take a little longer to dehydrate, but then it's more pliable, like it's flexible. So make it a little thicker next time.
what are all those jars behind you? Are those onions?
Those are the strawberries.
Oh, those are the strawberries. I thought maybe they were red onions.
We got strawberries. So we went to LA with John Kohler on the last weekend, and we got so much food for cheap because we went to the produce terminals. So we got a lot of stuff for super cheap, and we got cases. We got 2 big cases of strawberries for 15 bucks each. So we basically just spent like an hour in the kitchen just chopping strawberries, and then we threw them in the freeze dryer. So that was awesome.
Wow.
Love that.
So Joyce says, can I download them all at the same time from the bundle to save time? So it depends, Joyce, on how new your computer is and the speed, because there are people with really new fast computers that have been able to do it, but other people, when they have pressed download all, not everything showed up. So I didn't want to take a chance. I downloaded one at a time, and it honestly didn't take that long. But how would you answer that, Liz?
I would completely agree with you. Because another reason too is that some people who have older computers, maybe like us, or a slower internet connection, there is so much value in this bundle. It's kind of like yes, you get all this value, but you also can't download it all, right? If the bundle was only like 30 things, you could totally use the download all button and it would probably get all 30 easier, because it's less items and less megabytes to download. But because the bundle is so big, we have to do an individual download. And like you said, it really doesn't take that long. Like you just sit there and click download, and then once you download them all, put them in a folder. And I love what you were talking about last night, to put everything in different folders, like put all the fitness stuff in a folder, put all the raw food stuff in a folder, put all the mindset stuff in a folder. That's a really brilliant idea.
Yeah, it'd be less overwhelming for you. And Joyce, you can just do it while you're watching Chef AJ live right now.
Totally. You could just sit there and click download. And plus, when you do it individually, you get to really look at the titles of everything, right? You're not just downloading a whole bunch of files. You're actually like, oh, I'm going to download Raw Food Romance's transition guide. I'm going to download Chef AJ's Fall in Love with Veggies course. I'm going to download Tammy Kramer's batch cooking course. Like, you get to see everything that you're downloading as you're doing it. So it is a little bit nice that you get to take that time to do that.
Yep.
Just juicing the lemons, because we're going to start making the sauce. Here we go. Now I've got, it says juice of 1 lemon, but I'm going to make this one a little more lemony because we had to use that extra lemon. It was getting a little soft, so I wanted to make sure that we used it. And then we've got, next up, the recipe for this is available in my 52 to a New You transition guide that you do get when you download the bundle, but it's also in the show notes. So if people wanted to follow along, you're more than welcome to. And then we've got 3 dates and an apple of choice. So you can chop up your apple. I like to chop it up into smaller pieces so it's easier to blend. There we go. Get that in there. And then we've got a tablespoon of miso. Have you tried chickpea miso?
No, because I can't eat anything legumes.
Oh,
I would do probably brown rice miso if I was going to do miso, and I can't have soy. I can't have anything in the legume family.
Oh.
It's okay. I'm used to it. It's been so many years. I tried again with an immunologist, but it just ripped me apart.
Oh man. Yeah, so we've got some chickpea miso, but again, like anyone can use any kind of miso that they want. I'm just going to do 1 tablespoon of this one. There we go. And we've got a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, just to give it that tartness. Let's see what else we got here. Tahini. This is a truly raw tahini. So it's much more bitter than the typical tahinis that you can buy. So I'm going to put 2 tablespoons in here. Or 2 heaping ones, I should say. Yeah. And then we will do our hemp seeds and our Brazil nut. So I've got 1 tablespoon of hemp seeds and 1 Brazil nut. Again, for the selenium, and an extra Brazil nut makes it extra creamy too. Got 2 cloves of garlic. You could start with however much garlic you like. I like to recommend starting slow and working your way up. And then we have all our spices. So today we have half a teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin. We've got a 1/4 teaspoon of allspice, an 1/8 of a teaspoon of cloves, an 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground coriander, and a 1/16 teaspoon of cinnamon, which I'm using the cinnamon that you gave me.
Okay. From which one was that? The local spicery or California balsamic? That's
yeah.
right.
Yep, that's the one I'm using. So, and it smells amazing. So good.
Yep.
So you just add some water. I'm going to add probably a cup of water should do good.
A question, can you download it on an iPad or an iPhone?
Yes, yes, definitely. I actually downloaded everything onto my iPhone as well. I recommend downloading it first because you can download it on different devices. Like it's not just one chance and you can't download it anymore. So what I would recommend is downloading everything onto your desktop so that you can put it into one folder and then put that folder on a flash drive and put it also in Google Drive. That way you have 2 backups. Just in case anything happens to your device, you can always access it from Google Drive or you can access it from a USB stick. Also, you can access Google Drive from your phone. You just log into your Google account and go to Google Drive, and then you can download it all from your own Google Drive. But if you only have an iPad or an iPhone, you can download them onto your device. What happens is when you click on the download button, it opens it up, and then there's a little box at the bottom with an arrow. You just click on that and then you select books. You can also put it in your files, but I like to put it in the books app because then you can just select it and it's right there. And it's like an instant download. So that's what I would recommend for the Apple products is to use the books app and just download it. But if you click download, you have to push that little box with the arrow to complete the download. Because when you push download, it just opens it up from the website. It's not opening it up on your device. You have to download it onto your device and into an app like Books or download it into your files or what have you. So hopefully that helps.
Okay, great. And let's see some questions, some comments. Stacy says she's downloading the bundle right now. It's easy to download into the Google Drive one at a time. She's vegan for 2 decades, but just found me a few months ago and I've enhanced her life. Thank you. Guys, my shirt's from Amazon. I've been posting, I can post a link and I just did where I got it. And Anna says, do I need to log into the courses within a year or 2, or will that be possible forever as long as I download everything within that year? That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's a really good question. So any of the PDFs that you download, you have forever. So the PDF itself, you have forever. The course is going to be up for as long as the creator has it up. And hopefully most of the creators are just going to leave it up on their website so you can access it anytime. We do highly recommend that you try to use everything in the bundle in a timely fashion and not wait like 5 years, because you don't know if the creator stops their website or if they stop whatever. So it really is a good idea to use the content as soon as you can. Take notes, write down your key takeaways and learn from it and take that with you so that you don't always have to worry about if you're not going to get it. For example, my course and Nate's course, those are like ongoing until, like, if the company that we use to host our course, PayHip, if they ever went out of business or closed, we would have to move it over to somewhere else, which at that point the links would be broken. But hopefully that doesn't happen and we have the courses up for 5, 10, 15 years. But the point is for you to use the content and not to hope maybe one day you'll use it. Use it as soon as you can. Go in, log into the courses, enjoy all the content. And like I said, take notes, because that's what you're going to take with you after you learn the course. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully the things will be available for years, but use it all in a timely fashion if you can.
Right. Kathy said she doesn't have a new computer and it only took minutes to download. Fantastic.
Very nice. Very nice. So here I'm just chopping up some of the ingredients for the actual salad part because we're ready to blend, but I'm just going to chop this all up first. Nice, nice. Red cabbage here. And we have a lot of bitter greens. Nate and I eat a lot of bitters. So we have this here, purple cabbage that we're gonna start out with. And we really like using the flexible cutting boards because then you can just pick it up and kind of like dump it into your bowl. We're also going to use some iceberg lettuce. I know a lot of people don't like our iceberg lettuce because they think there's no nutrition, but there is nutrition in iceberg lettuce. And plus, we like it because it balances out the bitter from all the other bitters. Because we've got pink radicchio that we found when we were in LA. And yeah, for purple radicchio too that we're adding, and Belgian endive and dandelion greens, which are all pretty bitter. So we do like to balance it out with some like lighter greens like butterleaf lettuce or iceberg or romaine, just so it's not like a pure bitter greens salad. But you can put anything you like in the salad, really. It's your call.
I like iceberg lettuce if I'm doing Mexican food, like when I'm doing shredded lettuce for like tacos and tostadas, then I like it better than the others.
I agree. I totally agree. I know it has its place and it has its bonuses. You know what else I like it for? Wraps. Like if you take out the outer layers and kind of like maneuver them around, it makes like this giant bowl and you can just stuff it with everything and then roll it up like a burrito. So fun. So here we go. This is a pink radicchio. Everyone's always like, where did you get that? Check it out. It's actually pink.
Pink. Wow.
It's pink radicchio. So we got this in LA. And when I saw the box, I was like, it's pink and it's radicchio, because radicchio is one of my favorite greens lately. So I was like, how cool is that? It's like a raw food romance food. It was a little on the expensive side, but every once in a while you got to buy the novelty stuff, right? So here we go, our pink radicchio. We're going to dump that into the salad here. And then we got some endive. Just chop this up really fast. And it really doesn't take a lot of time to build a good, really big salad. And you could actually also chop double the amount and then just save the rest for dinner or for lunch the next day. You can always do like batch cooking, right? Obviously, that really helps. So I'm just going to do half of this radicchio. I'll save the other half for dinner.
You got to chew a lot, don't you?
Yes. We do chew a lot. What?
I said you have to masticate a lot, chew a lot if you're eating a lot of salad.
Yep, we do. We definitely do. We like to play chess when we eat because it like focuses us on not talking, because I feel like when we talk, we don't chew enough or properly. So we like to just not talk and we play a game or something like that. Got some dandelion in here. Just gonna chop this up.
Anna said she thinks she saw Chris Kendall using iceberg in green smoothies.
Yes, I know Chris really likes iceberg lettuce too. He uses it a fair amount as well. Ooh, this red onion. Oh my gosh. We got this at a farm in LA. They're called Alma Backyard Farm in Compton. And they're a nonprofit, kind of like a farm stand. Like you can go, they're open 2 Sundays every month. And they actually employ like ex-convicts who are trying to integrate back into like regular life. So they get them in connection with the food. And it's such an awesome thing to see. And they're all so happy to be there and to have like a job and to be able to help out with the community. And they sell the produce that they grow on the plot of land in the middle of Compton. So it's a really cool place. We've been there twice already. And they grow some amazing produce. So we got our red onion here, and it absolutely smells so amazing. The food always smells better when it's from the farmer's market.
You like to cut by hand, huh? I do everything by machine.
I do, and like it really depends on the person, what they like, how much time they have, or what they like to do. But I actually also like when I'm working in the kitchen, like making lunch and stuff, I like to do it as like a moving meditation where I just like I'm in connection with the food, and like no way to prepare food is bad. Any way that you're preparing your food where you're getting in connection with it and it's whole and it's plants, then it's like it doesn't matter. But I find that I like Nate likes to use the machines too. He likes the electric spiralizer, and I like the manual one, but right, it's different for everybody. We've got half a cup of raisins. This is the key ingredient to the salad, is the raisins. You want to make sure though that the raisins don't have added sugar or oil or like anti-caking agents or anything like that. We got these at the market where they don't have any ingredients. So they're like super sticky together, but I'd rather have them stick together than to consume the stuff that stops that from happening. Or you can just make your own. It's just dried grapes.
What do you like better, yellow or dark?
Ooh, I like them both. I think it depends on what I'm making. If I want like a stronger, darker flavor or something a little bit more lighter using the other ones. I kind of like them both. And then we have our lentil sprouts. So we always have lentil sprouts or pea sprouts or something like that going around growing. So we've got that. We're just gonna throw however much on the salad that we want. And that's our salad. We like to put it in one of these big bowls because it's a lot easier to mix when we put the dressing in there. So I am going to quickly blend the dressing, you guys. And that's that. We've got our dressing ready to go. It's like apple pie spice, savory. Oh, it's so good. Creamy. So I'm gonna come over here. All right. This is like my favorite part.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
There we go. That's on the salad. So now I will just mix it up. And we're good to go.
Since you don't use your oven, what do you keep in it?
Actually, I don't think we have anything in it, but we do store like when we were in the other place, we did store our extra mason jars in the oven. It was kind of like a bonus shelf rack. But we have this cutting board and we keep our tomatoes. So we have all our heirloom tomatoes. I wonder if there's a ripe one here. Ooh, that's nice. So we've got our heirloom tomatoes. Actually, I might chop this and put it in the salad after. And we've got our avocados. We have a box of dates. So it's kind of just like extra. We unplugged it though, so it's not gonna catch fire. And this is why we use the big salad bowl, so that we can just mix it up. This is so good. I'm so hungry.
You waited for lunch.
Yeah, we had smoothies for breakfast, and then I was eating some nectarines. I had some yellow dragon fruit and some bananas too as snacks. So been kind of grazing all morning, working on bundle stuff. And it's the last day. I cannot believe it's the last day.
I'm glad.
We're glad, but I hope everybody is able to grab it. Anyone who wanted to, go to that link in the description in the chat, and go grab it so you can enjoy a salad like this. You can enjoy Chef AJ's recipes. You can enjoy making raw vegan corn dogs. Those were
that was mind-blowing. Maybe he'll come on the show sometime and do it like in the future, because that blew my mind. So Susan says, I love this bundle. It's different from the one in the fall. I'm starting Raw Intuition's 21-day raw challenge tomorrow. Wonderful.
very cool.
Does Lissa ever let her sprouts get leaves?
Oh, actually, well, we don't do it in the jars, but we grow microgreens. So in a way we do, but we don't let the ones in the jar go to green. I actually prefer them when they have like very small tails. They're a little bit crunchier. They work better in a chili, like a raw chili, but we do plant seeds like broccoli, cabbage, amaranth, kohlrabi, pea, sunflower. We plant them and we grow microgreens. And if you buy the bundle, you get Nate's microgreens video course where he teaches you how to sprout and grow microgreens and ferment your own vegetables. So it's like his course alone is worth $97 and you get it in the bundle.
Yep. He was on the show yesterday. If you want to see that video, he was doing it in all kinds of recyclables.
Yes, that's also another thing. Whenever he adds new he's going to add recipes to his course, and he's going to add new videos as well. And if anyone buys the bundle, you have access from this day forward for all the new content that we add to our courses. So it's not like later on you have to buy the course again to get the new content. You get it all. So it's actually the best time to buy our ebooks, because the books that we contributed to the bundle value $297 just from our stuff alone. So we like to have as much content as we can in the bundle for you guys to enjoy all the goodies. So there we go. We've got our salads all ready. Come over here and show it.
Which bowl is yours and which bowl is Nate's?
This one's Nate's.
That looks more like the manly bowl, the brown
Yes,
bowl.
it's the manly bowl. He likes it because it matches his little photo area. And this was his bowl that he brought to our marriage. So that one's his, and then this one's mine. This one's mine.
God, it must be so great being married to you.
Oh man, I would love to make you food. That would
I
be so
know, man, I almost moved to Vegas, but oh well.
well.
I will be there. I will be there for dinner one day, I promise.
Yes, and one day we'll come visit you too.
Oh man, that'd be great. Well, Lissa, this is great. Thank you so much for creating such a beautiful bundle and all those courses. And this has just been quite a ride. And thanks all of you for supporting us and getting the bundle. Remember, there's about, let's see, how many hours left? 10 hours left.
Yeah.
10 hours and 7 minutes left to get the bundle. And they make great gifts. Valentine's Day is right around the corner. A great way to say I love you is with a bundle.
And you know what you can do too, if you want to buy the bundle for a friend, you would just enter their email address instead of yours, and then you would pay with your credit card. So that's a really awesome way to give this as a gift to somebody. So if you want to, you only have 10 hours left to do that. Get it for yourself or get it for a friend or a family member, and just put their email address in and they'll get the download link.
Great. Here's a question. Well, here's a fun comment from Diana, a man that comes with his own bowl. That's great. Ellen says, I downloaded yesterday and ordered a flash drive. Will I have a problem downloading everything from my computer to the flash drive tomorrow? I don't think so.
You have 1 year from the date of purchase to download all the content. And once it's on your desktop, you can just transfer it over to the flash drive. All you need is like 600 and something megabytes. So as long as your flash drive is about a gig, then you've got enough room to put everything on it.
Terrific. Anna says, I got the bundle last week and made lots of recipes from it and have found some new favorites already. Well, that's terrific. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Thank you, Lissa. I will see you back here in 5 hours. It might just be you and me. We've invited all the bundle contributors to have a little pajama party to thank them and to thank you guys. So we'll see who shows up. You're welcome to come in your pajamas as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chef AJ. I love being on your show. I know you've got busy days, so do I.
You're coming back on Tuesday with Nate for Valentine's Day for your regular show, which is Feeling Great with Lissa and Nate, and they're going to make Lady and the Tramp of marinated mushroom marinara in honor of Valentine's Day. So come back Tuesday at 11, but please come back for a bonus show at 9 a.m. tomorrow, where we are going to help you conquer your incontinence. And if you don't have incontinence, but you're somebody that wakes up to pee multiple times at night, we are going to fix that with a sock. The
Interesting.
inventor is in Israel, and this is mind-blowing. You got to tune in at 9 for all the information. Take care, everyone. See you at 7 tonight.